To see how Kani shawl is woven, our team went to Patan, of district Baramulla, Kashmir. This area is very famous for weaving for carpets and Kani shawls. The Patan constituency is nearly 25 kilometers away from Srinagar. This district is also famous for world-famous apples, Kani shawl weaving. There are two ways by which original, environment-friendly Pashmina shawl are woven. First is on traditional looms in which bullets and paddles are used to design and weave shawl on traditional looms. And the second is Kani shawl weaving. Kani shawl weaving is hard job than other weaving methods, as it needs lot of time and concentration. Generally, the cost of Kani shawls are much higher than the other shawls, except the full needle embroidered Pashmina shawls known as Jimavar. Needle embroidery, known as Sosni work in Kashmir language, increases the cost of Pashmina shawl, which goes to as high as $3,000. Both weaving methods use the same fiber, that is Pashmina thread, from the same goat and spun by the same process. But in Kani shawl weaving, more colored thread are used, which makes it more colorful than other Kashmir Pashmina products. No needle embroidery is done on it, as the design is done during hand weaving. In other words, Kani shawls are Kashmir's best Kashmir Pashmina. An account from the Mughal period in Kashmir during 1586 to 1752, states that Emperor Akbar was a keen collector of Kani shawls. Kani shawls are woven into intricate patterns using a technique in which the weavers throw the weft across, and then the design is decided, on the basis of which the different colored threads are woven in. Kani is the Kashmiri name given to a wooden spool, which works most while weaving a shawl on the loom. Weaving is carefully regulated by a coded pattern, known as the talim, meaning script, in English, drawn by an Akash, the artist, for guidance of the weaver. Our team visited the house of Bilqis and her sister at Ranbale, Patan of district Baramulla of Kashmir. These artisans of tremendous skill and patience go to the loom and create marvelous Kani shawls. An incredible amount of concentration is required for weaving just an inch of this shawl. An artisan cannot weave beyond an inch a day while being at the loom. They are the sole earners of their big family. They earn just fraction of the amount of which the Kani shawl is sold in the national and international market. The life is hard, very hard. In this documentary, one can judge about their living conditions and their hard work. It is one of the reasons our team of Solomon International Arts, Canada, with the team of other Pashmina artisans like Shaukat Hussain Mir and Imtiaz Hussain wish to bring the products woven by the artisans directly into the international market, so that they shall get good amount of their hard work. The shawl, being rectangle in shape, generally remains in 1 by 2 meters in size. 2 craftsmen can complete a shawl within 3 months. And in some cases the period of weaving even stretches to 5 long years, depending entirely on designs. According to trade figures, Kashmir produces 550 crore Indian worth of shawls every year. Out of this, 150 crore worth are Kani shawls, employing 6,000 weavers. Unfortunately, the weavers do not get the right share. The middleman and big businessmen get the 70% of the share. You can watch the real conditions of the weaver who actually works by blood and soul to produce this exotic product. In international market the prices goes higher. The shawls sold for US $3,000 to $7,000 each, depending on the fineness of the shawl. But do you know what weaver gets? When 2 weavers weave a shawl of 80 inches by 40 inches, for the period of 3 months, they get only 30,000 Indian currency, nearly 400 to 450 US dollars. Which means, for 3 months' time, each worker gets nearly 200 US dollars. Which in turn means that each worker sits for 8 hours on the loom, works nearly 720 hours for 3 months, and only earns 200 US dollars.